Hey there, real estate agents. If you've been struggling lately because you're bored with what you're doing with your business and it's just not exciting anymore, you've come to the right place. I'm going to talk to you about steps and tactics and tools and new things that you can do to get over that and move on and make your business exciting again. So stick around.
Hey guys, it's Rebecca Yusan with My Real Estate Agent Lifestyle, eXp Realty, and Think Future Real Estate. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you're notified every time I post an AI for Real Estate Agent video. Did you know if you partner with me at eXp Realty, choose me as your sponsor, you will get my setup for AI lead gen on autopilot for free. In fact, you'll get all of my AI coaching absolutely free.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the good, the bad, the ugly of real estate. I'm Rebecca Yusan. I'm so excited to be here today. We are actually starting season 4 of the good, the bad, the ugly of real estate. And I'm going to do something totally new, totally different, and pretty fun. I'm learning a lot right now. I'm in a learning state. And I've been selling real estate, and I've been in the real estate industry for, oh my gosh, since 2001. I've been a licensed realtor since 2012. Did I just say realtor? I'm a licensed realtor. That one drives me nuts. Why did it do that? Weird. I'm not going to edit that out because that's a huge pet peeve of mine. And that is the goal of this season. So I'm trying some new things. I really love the coaching side of the real estate business. So I'm really getting into learning how to be an effective coach, learning how to help people get through their obstacles and be bigger and better. So this season, for season 4, I want to be showing what that is, what that feels like, what I'm going through to get to my next level. I'm in a new season of my career and I'm really excited about it. Like I said, I love coaching agents to be bigger and better and who they have been wanting to be. And this is going to give me a platform to share how I'm learning to do that. And so today is August 28th, 2023. I hope this is years from now that you're listening to this and you get good value because that's the goal. This new season could stand the test of time and be relevant no matter what year or season the world is in. So I want to start today with a quote that a very special friend of mine sent to me this morning. And it says, "Hey, I know it's Monday, but it's also a new day and a new week. And in that lies a new opportunity for something special to happen." I love that because that's so true. Every day is a new day. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday. It doesn't matter who you were, what you said. Today is a new day to start something new and fresh. People forget. So if you screwed up, people will eventually forget. Sometimes it takes longer than others. I recently went through something that it literally took me a year to get over. And I thought about it every day for an entire year. It came up in every conversation for an entire year, and it was driving me insane. And I don't really know what happened, but one day something just popped in my head and I said, okay, cool. We're done with that. We're moving on over it. Next time we'll do better. So anyway, I said all that to say every day is a new day. So, okay, so let's get into this. So today we're going to talk about redefining yourself. So if you're new in the real estate industry, you could be totally redefining who you are right now, what you believe in, what you do every day, what you say, your talking points. You could be redefining. Or if you've been around it for a while and things are getting stale and boring and like a chore, and you just don't even feel excited about it, it's time to redefine. And that can be scary. Trust me, it can be scary. But if you're going towards something that you really want in your heart, it can also be exciting. So I'm going to be challenging you this season to be big, be bold, stop being normal and like everyone else. Like, why? Why be so boring? Be your true, authentic self. Okay. So let's start with who am I, first of all, and how did I get here? So if you follow the DISC profile system, test, whatever it is, the DISC profile, there's 4 different personalities in the world. And I'm an S personality. So S's are very thought out. We like to be behind the curtain. We don't always say what we're thinking because we don't think anyone would care. So we're just very much behind the scenes. We're really good assistants. But for some reason, I don't really fit that mold. It's who I am at my core, but I just don't want to be that. I want to be out in front. And for so many years, I wanted to have a big voice. I just was too afraid. And I just didn't even know where to start. All my friends are really big talkers and they carry the conversation, and it's just like they just go and go and go. And the older I get, the less I hang out with those people because I don't know, I like to talk more now. So, but how did I get there? How did I become someone bigger and better than what I was born with, if that makes sense? So the first thing that started happening was I just started actually believing in myself. I got way out of my comfort zone, but I started listening to what I really wanted in my life. And I just started taking small steps every day to get to where I wanted to be, my dream, right? And that's scary and it's hard and it takes money and time. But that's how I got to here. I just started taking one step at a time. And I just stopped thinking that I knew what other people were thinking about me. Like, to me, that is profound. I heard that, I think from Jay Shetty. I love Jay Shetty at a conference. He said something like, I don't know exactly how it went, but he said basically, you don't really know what other people think about you. Even if they tell you what they think about you, that might not be the truth totally. So unless they actually tell you openly and honestly how they feel about you, you have no idea what they're thinking about you. And so, like, stop thinking. I had to stop thinking that I knew what other people were thinking about me. And I just had to start being bold. And the more I started to be just who I really am, just my, I don't know, my quiet, wondering, wanting to be big self, as soon as I started embracing that and just letting that come out, I started caring less about what I thought people thought of me. And I'm going to talk about that more in a minute, because that brings out a whole nother thing. But I wrote some notes. I'm taking a class right now. It's for 3 months. And every weekday, Monday through Friday, we meet through a Zoom call for 2 to 4 hours. And it's really intense and long. And but I'm learning so much from it. I'm learning about myself. And I'm learning how other people come into themselves and break out and do big things. But we talked about this idea, setting a framework of how to get to the next level for yourself. So I started writing some notes. So number one for me was I started believing in myself, just for myself. The more I started to become who I actually am, the more confident I got about myself and the less I cared about what I thought other people thought about me. I mean, of course, no, maybe not everyone. I don't care if everybody likes me, but my personality doesn't like to offend people. So I want to come from a place of caring and in everybody's included. You don't have to like it, but I don't ever want to offend anyone. But that's even getting less and less. I want to be tactful, right? But I started believing in myself and my abilities. And the way I did that was if somebody close to me said something that I really appreciated about me, I took it in and I accepted it. Even if I didn't believe them. Like, this is crazy. On my social media, sometimes people will say, "Oh, I love that. I love that advice." Or, that's the biggest thing. They say they love my advice. They love the way I'm delivering. And I instantly think, why? Like, what do you want from me? Why would you say that? And that's so dumb. Like, just accept it. I needed to just accept that that was their reality. They liked it. And for someone to reach out and actually say that, it's probably true. Right? So I just started believing in myself and I started believing in the things that people were telling me about me. And that was a big game changer when I allowed myself to just start accepting the nice things that people were saying. People are always going to have negative things to say about you. And you should, take those into account. Doesn't mean you have to accept it because everyone has their own opinion. But if you're growing and learning, only take in the positive stuff that's encouraging. Okay. So that's my advice for step one. Let me double check my note. So yeah, listen to your critics and your audience and the people around you. But you don't have to accept the negative. You might want to take it as constructive criticism. But if it feels off, I've had people make fun of my accent. I have my Midwest accent, and that hurts when people make fun of my accent. I don't really know why, but it really bothers me. But I have to get over it because I want to have a big voice. And if I'm going to have a big voice, maybe I work on my accent to make it less and less, to make it now sound like a Florida accent, which I don't even know what that is anymore. If you get constructive criticism, then maybe you just need to work on it. If it really bothers you, just start working on it one day at a time. All right, so let's keep moving. Number 2, I started to get to this point to want to do a podcast every day and talk about what's going on in my life. I had to start putting myself around other people who were doing that. I started listening to podcasts and getting ideas from their podcasts. I listen to just about every day. I listen to a podcast. If I don't listen to a podcast, it's because I wasn't able to get outside and do my walk, which is sad. But sometimes I just can't. I literally cannot get it in my schedule. But when you start listening and watching and following the people and the things that you want to become, it just starts getting ingrained to you. So the first podcast I really fell in love with was Manifesting Bestie. I just love her. She just truly seems like your best friend, and she talks to you like she's your best friend, but she's also your accountability partner, and she believes in you. Like, she doesn't even know who you are, but she knows what you're capable of because of what she went through. And if she can get there, she knows you can get there. So she was the first podcast I started listening to. But once I started listening to her, others were coming in. Like, she only records once a week, and sometimes she'll take breaks for 30 days. And I hate that when she takes breaks. I want my Manifesting Bestie podcast, right? So I've had to listen to other people in the meantime. But I have found others that I really like, and I'm getting things from, and I'm learning from them how to do my podcast. So I'm getting around people that I want to not necessarily become, but I want to master what they're doing for me so that I can get to the next level. And I've also been investing in tons of courses. Oh my gosh. I've spent a lot of money on courses and training and learning. Recently, I became AI certified for real estate. I'm an AI certified agent. I'm not techie, you guys. I'm not techie at all. But I learned some simple AI technology, and now I feel like I'm like a whiz. I feel like I'm an expert. I'm a pro, but that's because I learned. I invested the time and money, and I learned a skill that I honestly didn't even know I needed or wanted. And now that I have it, I'm so excited. But like I said, I've been spending a lot of time learning and developing my craft so that I can become what you see today. That's going to get even bigger and better. I've already been talking for 16 minutes, and I feel like I might cut some of this out in my editing. But I was afraid I wouldn't be able to talk for very long because I didn't know if I would be able to come up with things to talk about. But I'm just talking. I'm just talking. This is crazy. A year ago, you wouldn't have caught me just talking like this. I have videos that I recorded a year ago for my social media, and they're pretty good, but I think I'm getting better and better. I'm really proud of myself. So, and that brings me to number 3, framework number 3, redefining my framework number 3. Just push play. If you follow social media experts and gurus, they will tell you you just need to push play. Gogo Becky was one of my first mentors on social media, and that was her thing. Like, she wasn't what she is today when she started, but she just put herself out there. She definitely has the personality to put herself out there. She doesn't care maybe she does, but you would never get the impression that she cares what people think about her. She's on a mission. That girl is driven. I want more of that too. But she just pushed play and hit record and just started going. And now she has this huge social media empire, huge real estate business. She has a huge organization because she just started one day, and just started getting better and better every day because she started one day. This is a big one. Don't let the fear of failure keep you from living out loud or failing out loud. Like, do you guys know the biggest failures, the biggest failures in our world that picked themselves back up and just kept going? We love those people. We respect those people. We put those people on a pedestal because they failed. So many people have failed over and over and over and spent tons of money and wasted so much time. But it wasn't a waste, because if they wouldn't have failed, they wouldn't be where they are now. They would be in the same spot or worse. So you just have to have the confidence to push play and fail. I have no idea what's going to happen with this first episode. I feel like I'm just rambling and talking. I hope my point is getting across to you guys. But this is like my mantra. Just push play. Just get a little better every day. If it is to be, it's up to me. Like, I'm the only one that can fix things for myself. I can blame other people all day, every day, but what is that going to do? That's going to keep me stuck and complaining. Who wants to hang out with complaining broke people? No. It's fine to hang out with broke people, but I like broke people that are moving forward. I like broke people that are creative. Oh gosh, being in real estate, I've hung out with a lot of broke people, but there's a difference. You can tell if a broke person's going to make it because they just keep going and they just keep trying and they just keep showing up, right? And they're trying new things, and they're being consistent. Oh God, that could be a whole show. Just be consistent. I have so many stories about just what consistency did to me. Maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow on my show. What consistency has done for me, and just grit and digging deep. So anyway, I hope this podcast, I think the goal of this podcast is, at first, is going to be for me. It's going to be just for me to get out of my own way and just start sharing what's on my mind and see what happens. I just want to see what happens. But I hope in the end it impacts people, right? Like that's a big thing for me. I want to be impactful in this world. I want to leave a legacy. I don't plan on leaving this earth anytime soon. I think I want to be 120. I don't know what my lifestyle will be like at 120, but I just feel like there's so much I want to do and see, and I'm going to need that much time to get it all done. So, but I want to leave a legacy. I want people to remember me, and I want people to hear my words and my message and change things. Like, I come in contact with people all day, every day that are just stuck and they can't get out of their own way. And they just keep making excuses as to why they can't. It's because of Joe Blow or the economy or politics or whatever. Like, dude, yeah, these worldly things and people do have an impact on you, but are you going to let them ruin you? Or are you going to let that propel you to next, to bigger and better? So that's the goal maybe of this. I don't know. I keep saying this a different way. The goal is to help you get out of your own way, to help you get out of that box that you created, that you think you are. My sister visited me this weekend. She lives in Michigan. I live in Florida, in Paradise. And growing up, we were sisters. I don't want to say we hated each other, but we were sisters. We fought a lot. And now that we're older, we like to hang out together. We like some of the same things. We love to go have cocktails at fun places, and it's fun. So she came to visit, and a lot of our conversations were about, how do we be better for ourselves? We really want to get into shape. We're going to go on a cruise with our whole family next winter at Christmas time. And we really want to be in good shape and impress our family. So yeah, a lot of that. That's also about, my sister is another person that I'm hanging out with, because we're helping each other get to the next level. We're giving each other ideas. We're family has become so important to all of us, and we're pushing each other to be better with our family. So anyway, I could probably do a whole show about siblings too. But anyway, so as you go about your week this week, I just want you to write down, like, what could be better? What do I really want to do here? Do I want to keep doing what other people think I should be doing? Or do I want to do what I really want to do? As soon as you start figuring out what it is you really want for yourself and your life, the quicker you can get to next. And everything else behind it will just be bigger and better. Once I left, this is another story. Once I left Michigan and moved to Florida, which had been a dream of mine for forever, since I can remember thinking I wanted to live somewhere like this. Once I got that figured out and actually did it, it changed the whole game. It gave me so much confidence in myself. Environment. That's going to be a show too. Your environment is everything. This environment here is amazing. It's dreamy. It's beautiful. It's sunshine. It's, boy, talk about just looking out of your front door and getting a big dream. Some of the things that you see out front are like, wow. The boat that I'm looking at in my backyard, that'll put a dream in your heart if you like boats and water. Anyway, so environment. So I want you to start thinking in this season 4 of my podcast, as real estate people, as real estate experts, we're like the craziest people out there. Like, why do we do this business? It is manic depressant. It is super easy one day, and the next minute you literally don't even know what you're doing. You're like, why would you do this to yourself? But there's something about it that we each love. So I want you to be thinking about, what area of my business do I love? No matter what level you're at. I talk to agents that are brand new, and I talk to agents that have been around for a long, long time. And at every level, there's frustration. And that's just normal. Business is frustrating sometimes. But if you're having more frustration than happiness and success, maybe it's time for a change. Maybe it's time to change things up in your business. It's time for a rapid refresh, like a rapid refresh credit score redo. And that's okay. I think that's one thing that I'm struggling with. I'm a realtor. I'm a real estate agent. I've spent so much time and money getting in, getting to where I am now. And now I'm kind of changing it up. And I love where I'm going, but I'm also like, ooh, like that was my identity for so many years. And now I'm coming into a new identity, and I love it so much, but I'm also like, I don't know if I'm scared. I think I'm afraid of what other people are going to say. And that is dumb. But I think I'm being honest. That's where I am right now. I'm afraid of what other people are going to say about me. I haven't been the biggest producer in the world. I've been average. I've paid my bills, but I've learned so much. And I'm burned out of it. I still have clients. I'm mostly just referral based. I am just referral based. And I love that. But I'm not the agent that I was. I don't have the passion for it that I used to have. I hope my clients aren't listening to this. But I'm being honest. I do have people right now that I have a listing right now, and I have some buyers in the pipeline right now. And I do love that because they're already my clients and they already know me. I already know them. We already respect each other, and I still want to do a really good job for them. But I'm going into a new phase, a whole new phase. And it's exciting and scary. And also, like, what am I leaving behind? What am I, like, I can't believe at this point in my life, and it's weird that I'm thinking this. I thought I would just always be a real estate agent and always be striving towards selling more and more and more and more. But I'm just not there right now. I'm into being more impactful for people, for other agents, other business owners, other people that want to get to the next level. I want to be doing that now. I want to be inspiring. I want to help people get out of their comfort zone. I want to help people make big moves. There's a lot of people in our industry that don't want to be where they're at. They want to move to a new place, but they think they're stuck. And I get it. Like, when I came down to Florida, oh my gosh, I thought I was going to get in here and just start selling like crazy. I thought I was going to have so much huge success right away. But it was literally like I was starting all over. I didn't have any clients. I didn't know anyone. So I was starting over. So that was a big blow to my ego. but that's okay. I learned a lot through it, and I hope that I can share with you what I've learned through this podcast, because that's what I want. So anyway, thank you so much for listening today and letting me just talk. That's my plan going forward. I'm just going to be talking and sharing the raw, whatever it is for the day. I'll be back tomorrow, and I plan to be back every day for the next year. That's the goal. Every day for a year, 15 to 30 minutes. And I hope this inspires you to do one thing every day that will completely change your life in the next year. That's the goal. So for now, just go be amazing. Go be your true, authentic self and share that to the world, because that's why you were put here. I love you all. Go be amazing.